Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Junkmaster3, and finally it's time for blah, blah. Once again I fucked up the intro, so just skip that. I'm just gonna tell you that this is going to be a video of the top 10 Lucio Fulci films. Now these are just my personal opinions, and if you don't see any movie on this list which you think that movie deserved to be on that top 10 list, then it might be because I haven't seen it yet. So don't get like mad if your favorite Fulci film is missing. But yeah, these are the movies that I enjoy the most. Yeah, so I'll start with top 10. With top 10, I'm gonna start with the one I like the least, and then up to my favorite one, of course. But yeah, I think I enjoyed all of these pretty much. The number 10 spot is it's so-so. I wouldn't say that I'm the hugest fan of it. That's the reason why it's on the number 10. But yeah, let's begin right away. At number 10 we have the New York Ripper. Probably need to rewatch this because it was a while since I saw it. But the thing that I really liked about it was some of the gore effects, and I think that's sort of a thing with Fulci, that most of his films have really great practical effects in them. And another thing which I really liked about this was like the whole setting and the killer himself, that or like this killer who has like this quacking noise or whatever. It sounds like a duck. So yeah, the New York Ripper at number 10. And some people would probably say, "Oh my God, are you insane? You like this movie more than New York Ripper?" But yeah, come on, this is just my opinion. So yeah, yeah. At number 9 we have A Cat in the Brain. This is a film which I really like just because of the weirdness, and I also found out that there were like several of clips and like some sequences in this film which was taken from other films. I don't remember the titles of those films right now, to be honest, but the editing in this is just weird as hell. And I will also say the dialogue is very weird, and the ending is just, whoa, what the hell happened there? But I mean, I still liked it just because it was so weird. So yeah, this might be another one which I really need to rewatch again. So yeah, A Cat in the Brain at number 9. And at number 8 is a movie which I think is very underrated. I have no idea why. I have no idea why this is so underrated, because it feels like no one really talks about this film. Maybe I'm in the minority of really liking this film, but this is. I'm not sure about the year this came out, because this DVD says it's 1988, and the on IMDb it says it's like 1990 or something, or 1991 even. So yeah. But this movie is called Touch of Death. The reason why I liked this so much was because it has so much dark humor in it. And yeah, if you have dark humor, this is really a big like recommendation here for me for this film. So and once again, the gore effects. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna show you the back, but there's like, I'm gonna see how well you can see it, but over there and there is like, whoa, gory, bloody stuff. I mean, it's very disgusting in a way, this movie as well, if I remember correctly, and it's shot very like, I'm not sure if it was just my release of it, but it felt like it was filmed in like the late 70s or something like that, and the picture quality wasn't the best, but sometimes that's a reason why I like some of those films, because it adds to the grittiness and the disgustingness of it, if that makes sense. But yeah, Touch of Death at number, let's see here, at number 8. And at number 7 might be a shocker for some of you, but yeah, at number 7 we have Lucio Fulci's take on The Black Cat, story by Edgar Allan Poe. And surprisingly, this movie isn't really that gory or bloody at all, which most of Fulci films often are. But yeah, I have a soft spot for like cats in general. I love like cats. Cats are my favorite animal. And yeah, it's some sequences in this which I thought, oh my God, no, don't touch a cat like that. For those of you who have seen it, probably know what I'm talking about. But I really love the fact that there's like a cat going around basically killing people. That's not really a spoiler or anything, but yeah, I think this is very underrated as well. And the soundtrack to this is, I've listened to this soundtrack like over and over again. I never get tired of it. It's so, it's not like creepy at all, but it's very like, I feel good while listening to it. and I don't really know how to describe it. It's just undescribable. But yeah, The Black Cat at number 7. And at number 6 we have Fulci's City of the Living Dead. It feels like I'm repeating myself over and over again when I say, oh, it's so atmospheric, and oh, it's so gory and all of that, and the practical effects are so good. But that's the case with most of Fulci's films. And one thing which I really like about this is the whole fog and the mist, and like throughout the whole I mean, some of the shots in the cemetery, I mean, the setting and the atmosphere, it's just so creepy in my opinion. And once again, there's like a very famous like scene in this where like a woman, I'm not gonna spoil it, but she sits in a car, and it's a really cozy scene for those of you who really love your practical effects. So yeah, City of the Living Dead at number 6. And this movie, this might be shock some of you. I'm probably gonna get a whole lot of hate because this isn't like higher up in the list, but this is just my opinion. And once again, this is probably also a movie which I need to rewatch. Because I think this might have been the very first Fulci film which I saw. Might be, I'm not too sure, but anyway, zombie flesh eater. I mean, this is so weird because over here in Europe, this movie is called Zombie Flesh Eaters, and in Italy, this is known as Zombie 2, and over in the US, it's called Zombie. So yeah, I'm just gonna settle with Zombie Flesh Eaters, but yeah, basically the one from '79. Then you already know what movie it is. So yeah, probably gonna leave a link down to the top list if you want to read more about the films in the like after this video, or like yeah, when I've made this video. But the one thing which one scene which really sticks out in this film is the scene where we have a zombie basically fighting a shark. I've never seen anything like that before. That was just amazing to watch. And the zombies themselves in this are so like, they're like rotting, and they really look like, I mean, for all of those like newer films which basically tries to have like really cool zombies, these are the zombies which I basically think if zombies were real, they would look like this, like they do in this film. So yeah, but anyway, Zombie Flesh Eaters at number 5. Now I really need to speed up, but yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Now I can already see like the hate I get from putting this one over Zombie Flesh Eaters and among many of the other ones, but Zombie Flesh Eaters 2, known as Zombie 3, also. You can like discuss if this was really a Lucio Fulci film or not, because he was involved with the project, but he had to leave the set because he was sick. I think he got a stroke or something during filming, and basically Bruno Mattei and Claudio Fragasso had to take over this project. And even those two people have like, they say, no, that's not my film. No, that's not my film. That's Lucio Fulci's film. And Lucio Fulci always said, oh no, that's not my film. So no one really wants to take responsibility of directing this film. So, but I love this film, even though it's really stupid and cheesy at parts. But this movie has some great action and gore effects, and the soundtrack is very, very 80s and entertaining as well. So yeah, Zombie Flesh Eaters 2, also known as Zombie 3, at number 4. And at number 3 we have The Beyond. I don't want to like say that much more about it because I'm just gonna repeat myself like I did with all of the other films. It's basically the same thing for this. So yeah, The Beyond, great Lucio Fulci film. And at number 2 is this. That was the reason why I was not sure if Zombie 2 or like Zombie Flesh Eaters was the first film I watched, but this might have been the first one I watched, and yeah, I loved this film. The House by the Cemetery. And this is the one thing which I really hate about this film is, if there's anything I hate about this film, it is the horrible dubbing of the kid Bob. And it feels like everyone have already said this before, so I'm not going to go to any more details about that. But for those of you who have seen this film, you know what I'm talking about. And I also think Bob was in another Fulci film called Manhattan Baby, which I unfortunately haven't seen yet, but that's probably another film that I really need to get a hold of. So yeah, The House by the Cemetery at number 2. And then you might ask yourself, what is number one. And it's a film which I talked about. Was that in my recent video? I think it was. And yeah, I loved it, this film, the whole mystery. And this movie, I mean, after I watched it, I thought about this film like for like days after I watched it. It's just something about it. I can't put my fingers on what, but this acting and the mystery thing, I mean, it's a great giallo. Don't Touch Our Duckling, probably all of you already know that this one was coming up on at least on number 3 or 2 or 1 spot in this video. So yeah, if you like your giallos and if you like Lucio Fulci, check out Don't Touch Our Duckling. This is also one of those which are not really that gory, if I remember, but it has a really like disturbing scene which takes place at the cemetery. I'm not gonna spoil it for you who haven't seen it yet, but yeah, Don't Touch Our Duckling. Such a weird, oddball film, but still so haunting and creepy at the same time. So yeah, Don't Touch Our Duckling at number 1. Now, I've talked for almost 12 minutes or something, so I'm just gonna end the video right away. So yeah, hope everyone enjoyed and didn't get bored, and hope to see you again as soon as possible. So see you next time. Bye bye.